Go ahead, brother.
Good afternoon and welcome. You're listening to International Live, recorded live for Leicester 107.5 FM and broadcast live on the KJAG network across the United States. Joining me today, as always, is my co-host, TV and radio personality, Jiggy Jaguar. How you doing, James?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Got a great guest on for you today. From Robin Hood Land, you'll know Nottinghamshire, we have got 504 Karmz joining us today. How you doing, Karmz?
How's things, guys?
Good, thank you. Really great to have you on. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me, man.
So, can you just tell us a bit about yourself and what got you into music?
Well, I'm 28 years old. I'm based in Nottingham. Originally from Sheffield, but I'm based down here now. And I've been doing music now for at least 10 years straight, on and off. But I'm trying to get straight back into the mood of things and doing music proper now. So I started off really young. I started like dabbling in music when I was around about the age of 10. But it didn't actually get to the level of potential until I was in college. So that's how things started for me, man.
Oh, cool. And how would you typically describe the music you make now?
To be honest with you, Dan, I wouldn't like categorize my music in any form or shape, because I write, I sing, I rap, I direct, so I'm really into everything. So I wouldn't really put my music into any kind of bracket. So yeah, there's just no words for it. I dabble in everything.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
Now, sorry, James, I didn't mean to.
No. I just was saying fantastic.
Now, you told me, when we were speaking the other day, you told me you started out selling CDs on the streets.
Yeah, man. Eventually when I got to the stage where I was confident enough to actually let people listen to my music, me and a few guys who I actually do music with at the moment, a few guys, shout out to Jason Quano, we actually used to sell CDs in the high streets of just pure across England, and we actually like got a lot of recognition and a huge fan base from actually promoting our music independently on the high streets. So
cool.
That was a big confidence boost and reassurance, shall I say.
So, how have you adapted to the to the world of digital music and all this, coming from selling your stuff on the streets, old school, out of the back of trunks and things?
You know, surprisingly enough, it's something. It was inevitable. It was always going to happen, but you'd be surprised that people still actually buy CDs. But the digital world is obviously that's the future. So that's how everybody's going to have to put the music out now anyway. But I'm glad I'm not on that. Yeah, exactly, man. But I'm glad I'm not on that hustle no more. So I'm keeping up with the times.
So, if people want to find you on social media, websites, all these things, how do they do that exactly?
I'm on all platforms. Just search me up. It's 504 Karmz on all the platforms. So it's straightforward, easy to find me, man.
And you're on YouTube as well, aren't you? You've got a couple of videos up on YouTube.
Yeah. I've just started messing about with a few programs that I've got on my phone. So I've just been shooting a few little short videos on freestyles and whatnot. And surprisingly, they've actually got some good feedback from them. And that's initially what actually led my song being played onto One Extra and on BBC Introducing as well. So it's worked out for me, man. Sometimes you've got to take a gamble, innit?
Absolutely.
Yes.
100.
Yes.
And congratulations on that BBC exposure.
Yeah.
That's good as well.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
So, no, go ahead, Dan. Jump in there.
If I was just going to say, if you could like collaborate with anybody, Karmz, who would it be? Have you got anybody you've got your eyes set on, maybe for the future? A lot of American artists might be listening to this, so you never know.
in the categories that actually, well, for R&B, hip hop, drill, rap, I've always had some mindset of who I would like to work with. I mean, for instance, on the R&B kind of side of things, I'd really like to work with Tory Lanez. I've been listening to his new project that he's just released, and I thought the writing on that was pretty wicked. I'd like to work with Eric Bellinger on the songwriting aspect, just to see how he actually works in the sense of writing his music. Heady One, Chip. So yeah, man. I mean, these are the guys who I'm listening to at the moment. So that's kind of my influence and inspiration at the moment. So yeah, I'd definitely like to collaborate with those guys, man.
Fantastic. So tell us about this first track we're gonna hear.
Which one's is that? Riddle Me This?
Yes.
Yeah. Riddle Me This is basically a song that I wrote. Basically, it's my way of expressing what I'm seeing around my environment. Initially, when I started writing it, I started off just writing the hook, and because that's what I tend to do. I always start whatever song I'm doing with the hook first, and then the bars just come after the hook comes in anyway, shall we say. But yeah, it was just me expressing myself into the surroundings that I've been in, my childhood, my upbringings, and just seeing what I'm seeing in the streets. So yeah, Riddle Me This, man.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to go to it, and when we come back, we have got more coming up, and it is Riddle Me This, and it's here on International Live.
Ransom got that sauce in it. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on a daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on a daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call. Born in a world with no freedom, can't explain my thoughts and my feelings. I grew up in a life full of lies where nothing makes sense, lost stars in my eyes, yo. Man, I'm tired of the hustle, give thanks for my life and my fam don't struggle. Woke up to the land of the living, I dare MC try to tarnish my vision, yo. So come back to the walking dead, even though everyone's still living. Just don't be a victim or get caught slipping. Man, I pray that they listen, cause times have changed and things ain't the same like there was right back in the day, car. Back in 06, it was studio things from 6 to 6. If man heard me a banger, then you know, say that man, I'm gonna remix it. I have bare family trying to tell me to watch my behavior. Can't pray to the Lord no more, cause I don't believe in the Bible savior. Man can't do me no favors, so believe I'll do them none. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on a daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on a daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call. Look, I had to give him one more bubble before this man go flat and can't get no signal. My life's been a madness over the years, but you won't understand what I've been through. I made new friends, lost old ones too, cause a couple of snakes tried to bite me. So if you try to come against me then, you best do all of your research. Come on, I've been smashing the roads way before Queno's rebirth. All my recollections, from my recollection, keep on recollecting, right? But I'm still up in the end, so you know my section. See, I don't make a fuss, man, I swear I favor J Hus. Why? Cause they used to call me ugly. Last time I checked, your girlfriend wants me. But it's funny how the tables turn, recognize your plans didn't fail on a mission. Year after year we struggle for the months, but still maintaining our vision. Cause I'm called enough for these 4 wars, they ain't no difference. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on a daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the Jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call. Riddle me this, from young I've been taking risks, from young I've been anti-social. Tracksuits and trainers on the daily, that's just man's formal. Straight no comply if the Jakes ever stop and ask if I'm local. Cause bro, that's a roll call.
That is Riddle Me This. And it is International Live. We are going to go back to our conversation here. That, by the way, is a tremendous, tremendous track there, my friend. You should be very proud of yourself.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot.
Riddle me this. Can you tell me who helped you out on the production with that? Because it is sounding great.
The beat was produced by a guy called Ransom. He's also a UK-based producer. The writing was all done by myself because that's just how I like to do things. So yeah.
Sounds fantastic. And has that been released? Can people download that and stream that?
Not currently. At the moment, it's only on YouTube, but I will be putting it out on... It's actually available on TikTok, but I will be putting it out onto all major platforms as well. So it will be on Spotify by the end of this week, iTunes, Amazon as well. So it will be available for download as well.
You put a heck of a lot of time and effort into that. What are some of your goals with this track?
To be honest with you, for me, I do music because I enjoy doing it. I don't really have an end goal of like being successful and famous and rich or whatever. But if that comes, then that comes, and I'll be grateful for it. But I'm just enjoying writing again. I'm finding real love in music again. So I'm that's the reason why I'm doing it. To be honest with you, I just want people to listen to what I'm putting out.
Well, that's really good because, you know, if you're doing something you love and you keep working at it, you know, it will pay off eventually, you know. You just put it about putting in time and effort and sticking with it.
Definitely, man, definitely.
Now, you've been around a bit, 10 years. You've had success on BBC. You've been on Channel AKA as well in the past life. What's the best advice you've been given?
Be careful who you trust in the industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
That to me has always stuck with me because before I was in a trio, we got signed to a management company. I'm not going to drop any names, etc. And we were given false hope. And at the time, I was very young. I was naive, and you're easily led when you're young. So you build up your hopes and think, well, they're promising me this is what I'm going to get. And in the end, some people just turn out to be not who they say they are. So
yes,
be careful in the industry, man.
I will definitely agree with you on that. So with your social media, what has been some of the different feedback you've gotten from folks on your music?
To be honest with you, YouTube, I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but I haven't had any negative feedback on any of my music so far. Touch wood. So I'm going to continue doing exactly what I'm doing now because the formula seems to be working. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. But the feedback has been good so far, so I'm hoping it stays that way as well, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We have got a tremendous guest with us today here on our big broadcast. And so tell me and Dan about this next track that you've got here for us.
Okay. This one coming up is called MIA. This was on BBC One Extra. The video is also available on YouTube. This song, I wrote this song because at the time when I was writing it, I was sitting and reflecting how long me and my friends in my group had been trying to get somewhere through music, and the song is probably self-explanatory, so check it out, man.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to go to that, and we are going to be playing the video for our social media and video viewers here, and we'll be back with more here on International Live. Right now, a tremendous track. We go to it here on our big program.
My critics finally take a moment just to understand that it's so hard to make it when you never had a chance. They don't know. I hope my critics finally take a moment just to understand that it's so hard to make it when you never had a chance. They don't know. They don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. I was missing in action. Now I'm back here for real. I got my squad right behind me, so you know what's the deal. They don't know. They don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. Man, I was missing in action. Now I'm back here for real. I got my squad right behind me, so you know what's the deal. And if you've ever been below, then you know how it feels. Cause we've been at it for some years and we ain't still got a deal. The label, I don't need them, no I don't. Everybody thinks the sign and really gets you what you want. Damn, I was tripping, man, I had no ambition. Struggling to make me a living, try my best to make a difference. Trying to get out this position, but I'm here now, I'm chilling. So I pray till the Lord come get me, cause my patience running on empty. Cause I've been at it for too long now, so it's best I move on now. I hope my critics finally take a moment just to understand that it's so hard to make it when you never had a chance. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. I was missing in action, now I'm back here for real. I got my squad right behind me, so you know what's the deal. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. Man, I was missing in action, now I'm back here for real. If you really love this music, then you know how I feel. Oh yeah, man, I swear that I'm back to make a killing. Ain't catching up artists, but I'm here to blow the building. I swear to God, I ain't playing games. So this year will never be the same, nah. Cause I'm down for the click and you know that we do this. We ain't got no time for your fakes or Judas. Cause niggas be clocking and scheming my movements. Down to your actions, we're playing you stupid. The curtains are closing, you know that they shouldn't. They don't know how much more time that I put in. Think it was stagnant, but my team are moving. Cause every day I look up my life. Cause I've been at it for too long now, so it's best I move on now. I hope my critics finally take a moment just to understand that it's so hard to make it when you never had a chance. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. I was missing in action, now I'm back here for real. I got my squad right behind me, so you know what's the deal. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. I was missing in action, now I'm back here for real. I got my squad right behind me, so you know what's the deal. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now. They don't know, they don't know 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 now. Cause I've been at it for too long now, so it's best I move on now. They don't know, they don't know. I've been on my low, MIA now.
Tremendous track here on International Live. It is Jigman Freud. And we are going to go back to our guest. He is going to join me in the always dangerous Dan. He's like the world's most dangerous radio announcer. a radio presenter. And we are back live, and we have got, as I just said, the world's most dangerous radio announcer, Danny D, with us. And we also have our great guest with us today. So explain this name to me, because I know there's going to be a lot of people in the United States that are going to see this and be like, what the hell is a 504 karmz? Or, you know, they're gonna butcher it, because that's what all Americans do.
We've seen some of the names in America.
I was hoping this question wasn't going to come up. But you know what it is? Initially, when I started doing music, my name was just Karma. And then down the line, a few UK artists started popping up with the same name. And one of them started getting established, so it was like, oh man, if I put anything out, people are going to find him. So I had to change it, so I changed it to karmz. And somebody else came up with another name called karmz. So I just thought of the most random thing. I just thought, 5-0 karmz, there. I'll be the only guy now with that. So that's the only reason. But most people address me as karmz anyway. So 504 is just more of a thing for people to find me easier.
I thought it might be your door number. That's what I was going with. Number 504. Whatever road.
So for all the listeners, please take it easy on me. It's karmz. Yeah, man.
It's a great music video. How long did it take you to put the video together?
The video was shot in 2 days. The main scene was shot at Bulletin Castle in Nottingham, and the other scenes were shot in Sheffield. So yeah, 2 days to shoot the whole video.
Wow. So you guys in this video, you guys went all over the place. It looked like, and take us through kind of the behind the scenes of what it takes to put a music video together, or be on a music video shoot.
I think, for me personally, from my experience, you've got to have patience, because it involves a lot of retakes and it involves a lot of stress, and yeah, you definitely have to be patient. That's the main thing for me anyway. But you also have to have a creative mind, because I like to be part of the process, whether it comes to writing my music, making music, doing videos. I have to be like that person that says, well, this is how I want things to do, because only you can get what you want right. So that's how it is for me. I like to think I'm creative, so I think having a creative aspect always helps.
Good stuff.
That's pretty fantastic.
So looking forward to the future, what are you thinking about? Have you got anything lined up you've not sort of let out yet, or you're going to be working on something in the new year? Any more tracks coming?
I'm working on a mixtape at the moment that I'm gonna be putting out. I've got a couple of things lined up with Mixtape Madness. So yeah, but the mixtape it's gonna be different, because I'm doing a whole drill mixtape, and I've only just started to dabble in drill, because it's what I'm being influenced by at the moment, and I'm listening to a lot of drill artists, and it's just what I'm feeling at the moment. But I'm still writing for other artists as well, so there's a lot of music to come out from me.
That's awesome. So what is the process of writing for another artist? What is that like?
Because you see, I used to produce singers, so it's always been in me. The process for me is they kind of give me an idea of a kind of song they want. They kind of they tell me what key and what tone they want it in, and I just crack on and just start working up concepts. It's always, like I said before, it's always the hook for me first, and then I build from the hook onwards. So it's a lot of hours, but it's all worth it in the end.
Good stuff.
That is
Good
awesome.
stuff.
Well, I guess
Now,
before
can you just...
go ahead, Dan.
Sorry,
Jump in
James.
there.
I was just going to ask karmz if you could just remind us all where we can find his music again. It's on YouTube at, is it 504 karmz?
504 Comms on all the platforms. So please feel free to check me out, man, because I'll be putting new content out every week. So please check me out on there. 504
That's Twitter,
Comms.
Instagram.
Yep, for sure. Every single one of them.
Okay. So go and follow you on there. And your new single, Riddle Me This, that's available via YouTube, but that's going to be coming to the streaming platforms within the next couple of weeks as well. And MIA, that's is where can we find that?
MIA is also available on YouTube. It's on iTunes and it's also on Spotify as well.
Amazing. You've got some really cool stuff. I think that you are a multifaceted guy, which is awesome. I'm glad that we got a chance to talk to you here because you've got your hands in all sorts of things, brother.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. Honestly, I do. I'm grateful for it.
And please, it'd be good to get you back on when you've got something else coming out.
Yes.
So drop us a line and give us a shout.
No, most definitely, guys. I do appreciate it.
Well, keep us updated, brother. I appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful day.
You too, guys. Take it easy, man.
Thank you, man. There he goes. And we are going to get our next guest on. And while I do all that behind the scenes here, Dan, how can people hear your program and get involved with you and everything else?
Well, they can get involved with both of us via your current method of listening. If you're here listening to us right now, every week on International Live. You can also catch me